My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. See both sides like Chanel, see on both sides like Chanel. Swimming laps through cool water, eating like I'm underwater. Had my tattoos in Shibuya, police think I'm out the underworld.
Perfect. The reason why we're here is just to be able to create sensitization, create more awareness about blockchain as well as Web3. As you know right now, there's a lot of Web2. How many know Web2 now? Perfect. Great.
Because the focus of Web2 is for creating interactive applications that users online are able to, let's say, interact with other members. Maybe like how Facebook has evolved, and maybe the YouTube and Twitch and other services where we can interact with maybe like the users watching, and then maybe, let's say, they comment, or maybe they send images to even the creators of the products and services.
Perfect, perfect. So how many are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? How many are on Instagram here? Yeah, this girl should get a t-shirt. She's the only one on Instagram. Nyamko Instagram. How many on Instagram? None on Facebook. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's Web2. Single. What do you use Instagram and Twitter for? See, for social interactions. No. But now, see, people do business online. It's good. Single. So business, because now Web2 is more of a social thing. Me, I'm your friend. She's my friend. I can chat you. Single. I can create a WhatsApp group. But now, if you want to move another layer, what do we go to? We go to Web3. So Web3, it's all about now, more about business. And for that, whereby you can be able even to perform higher transactions. But that Web3 to be able to happen, it has to be supported by a technology. And that technology is what we call blockchain. Haya. Nani anaweza nijibu sasa what's blockchain? What about Web2?
Web2 is an interactive site where two...
My girl, you perfect body with a perfect smile. Perfect body with a perfect smile. My girl, you girl, bubble like a bubble for a cause. Bubble for a cause, girl.
But you know, Binance has its own, issues as well. So sometimes they suspend networks. But just maybe, for example, now we're doing a couple of upgrades. So that's where there's the network suspension. But again, you can be able to transact in other exchanges as well. Are you on MetaMask? You should also be on MetaMask, yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling like 3 years is not so long. So I'm asking, maybe which criteria did you use to rank the harmony in the blockchain protocol, basing on the fact that currency value is actually depicted by demand and supply? Maybe which criteria did you use to rank the harmony in the blockchain protocol?
So, one of the criteria that we use is now the uptick in terms of now maybe the coin adoption in the market. Besides now the coin adoption, we also use the metrics on the application that are being built. For example, Harmony is also a protocol whereby you can be able not to build on top of. So in terms of now the applications that are being built on top of that, like the DeFi's and all that. So those are all those metrics. So brought together, as well as now the demand, then you can be able now, for example, we have been ran for 3 years and we were off almost $3 billion US dollars. That's about 200 billion Kenyan shillings or more.
And then another thing, I just want to add something. And then another thing that would make it a bit viable for you, let's say, to go into is the transaction speeds. It's way faster compared to the other protocols. You see, for you to do a transaction, let's say send money or something, it usually takes 2 seconds in the Harmony blockchain. But on the main Ethereum blockchain, it takes 6 minutes. So you see, it's a waste of time. Let's say you buy something and it takes 6 minutes for you to process the transaction. Let's say get the receipts and everything. Yes? Yep.
No, I would say it is going to reduce because again, the demand of something. For example, now the value of Safaricom is not going to shrink based on the demand. If the uptake of Safaricom is more and more, that means the value of Safaricom is going to be much better. And again, it doesn't mean because we are here that we're not going to grow. There's not going to be more features in terms of now even the gas fee or the transaction fee. That doesn't mean it's not going to go down. So as it grows, it's a continuous improvement. For example, Fatma will agree with me, we don't have a particular destination whereby since we have built this platform of this coin up to a particular level, we stop there. So with every new year, more features, more growth. So now we're in January. Maybe by mid this year, there'll be more features and as well as more additions in terms of the DApps. Yeah. Oh, let's.
So I was saying on the Colony of Mars project that you have, NFT project, there are some projects like the Bored Ape Yacht Club that in reward they give their owners of the NFT projects, I think bananas, which you can withdraw them as tokens and get money. So what can I get? For example, if I buy like 10 NFT projects of yours, yeah, that's it. And also I was asking, how much is one worth? How much can one cost right now? The bidding price, the lowest bidding price that one can go for right now.
I'll start with, each and every, for example, NFT, each and every NFT project have its own reward mechanism as well, and how you can be able to convert that token or maybe NFT to a particular, or whatever, maybe coin or something like that. So each and every, it's guided by, for example, even you can come up with an NFT project on, build it on top of Harmony, as well as now define your own reward mechanism. You get, and then you can say, for example, if, for every base, you can maybe get maybe one Harmony one. You get. So for Harmony one, I think the current pricing in Kenyan shillings is 32 shillings or 32 cents in US dollars. The NFT for Mars Colony or for. Unless we check, maybe you can confirm with me the NFT pricing for Mars Colony.
These prices go up and down like crazy, right? But it's roughly right now a piece of land is $1,000. But what's incredible is that only a few days ago when the game came out, it was a tenth of that. So it was $100. So people who bought that very quickly, they had the opportunity to buy these NFTs, and now they simply have the NFTs and are working with them, reselling them, buying them, farming them, which means that the NFT is giving them more money, etc. So it's a huge, it's a whole new economy that is being built against a Web3. And it goes around the world called DeFi, decentralized finance, which means that banks no longer run the show when it comes to finances, but thanks to these programs, you can use those NFTs, that money, put it in banks online and start creating revenue. So it's a huge revolution that is coming in the space of art, in the space of banking, in the space of gaming. Do you know that in 5 years' time, none of you will play video games unless you're being paid? Why would you play if you're not being paid? They're using your data, they're using your time, they're tracking how you're working. Get paid. These games are the first way into that new world. So it's an incredible revolution that is coming right now. I personally encourage you to talk to these guys, to start looking at the possibility of creating DAOs. Follow the steps of this young woman. She is way ahead of the curve, guys. Like way ahead. I can't even follow her, she's so far. Because it's a revolution that is coming, and she is one of those that is already there. And it's an incredible way to earn a living, to work in a different way, instead of in a company where everything is fixed, etc. And the opportunities are mind-boggling. So I encourage you to just go. Join also our Telegram group. We put it on the slides before. You could put that also on the slides. And we will be doing a bunch of activities in this sense. Sorry, it's a long answer to a short question. The price is roughly $1,000 per plot of land. But what's amazing is that each plot of land is right now making between $10 and $15 a day. Every day, boom, 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 boom. Up to you to join this revolution.
Yeah. So, we'll take one last question. Just, okay, two. Just two. We'll start with the, okay.
Okay, I'm asking this question. Maybe I want to do an investment, and then I'm using Harmony to mine. And then I realized that where my coins are, I'm investing into scammers account. How will Harmony be of help to me to restore my coins?
So I think the first thing you need to have, even when you're dealing with cryptocurrencies or any other coin, of course you need to have a wallet, and that wallet also has a unique, what do you call it? A unique a unique address as well as there's also a key, a unique key. So make sure you protect that key, as in with all your heart and all, because make sure that nobody knows your key, because again, if people can be able to access your key, then there's a little more you can be able now to do it even on the Harmony side. So make sure that you store your coins in a very safe and secure wallet. Make sure that you understand and you know the address and also the private key. Make sure that you keep it and store it in a safe place. And if you can, don't store it online. Yeah, because if you lose it, then you lose your coins.
So my question is, like, what are the eligibilities for the Harmony grants or DAO?
Come again?
The eligibilities.
The nitty-gritties.
For the Harmony grants or DAO.
So perfect. So request the guys on the website, just go to the 100 DAOs, or the tab on the 100 DAOs. So make sure that you, after this, we're going to send you a link whereby you can be able now to get the guideline. How can you be able to unlock now this funding? So first of all, and how do you even form a DAO? So a DAO is a group of, it's like a community. And that community is governed by either nine governors, and they can have a mandate. Maybe one of the mandates can be now to teach people on blockchain. A After that, teaching people on blockchain. The other thing can be maybe train people on blockchain. And then the third thing can be able even now maybe store data on blockchain. So there's no limit to that. And then besides that, it can be now after you have stored data, then let's build a platform that's able now to stop people from, you can be able now to know even who's calling. You get. So what I would suggest after this, so it doesn't become just a meetup and then we have pizzas and then we go. I would suggest we form groups or we form DAOs and then we come up with mandates. Think of something. Think about a solution. Think about what you can do. I don't know how many people can be able now to train other people because I believe in Mombasa there's quite a big population of young guys. And this needs to be trained even to Technical University of Mombasa, you get. So guys, so that people don't miss these particular opportunities. So what we're going to do, I hope everybody has registered on that, on the QR, as well as on that form that we shared with you. Register your details there, leave your contacts as well. Tell us your interest, and then we pick it up from there. Sasa, great.
I'd also like to add something in regards to the DAOs. As he had said that DAOs are like communities or organizations. They can be about anything. It's not just supposed to be an application that runs on the blockchain or something, but it can run on the blockchain. But it can be a community on how, let's say, I'm just giving you an example so that when you come together, you can decide on what to come up with. Let's say a community on how to keep Mombasa clean, something of that sort. So it can be a DAO on making Mombasa clean. So you can have governors, like people who are up there at the top, but they're not the key decision makers. They can decide on, let's say we use brooms or we use mops. So the community down there are going to decide if we're going to use brooms. So the governors, when the governors are told, the whole of that community has decided that you're going to use brooms. So that is the final decision that you're going to go with. See, it's simple.
Okay, perfect. So you do want to board the rest of this afternoon. So I think, are you guys somewhere? Was it informative? How was it? Maybe just one word from the student leader, from Nick. And then maybe the next steps, what should we be able to do? Okay, the last question.
Okay, it's more of a concern. Maybe on launching 3 years ago, what was the value of Harmony?
Of course, when you're launching a product, of course, launches maybe a different pricing as well. It wasn't at 30 cents US dollars. But now through time and through adoption and also through different, let's say, communities as well as people buying Harmony, then the price has shot up. So it's not, again, this price is, it's not dictated by people. It's dictated by the market demand, as well as other metrics. And some of the other metrics is how many people also building on the networks as well. Yeah.
Last question. She's changed her mind.
Okay. Just one question to my friend Dixon, and thank you for making time as well. Thank you so much. The last one from that gentleman with the glasses.
Hi. So I'm just interested in the technology behind Harmony. Is it like a standalone chain or a side chain, or and like what type of technology does it use? Is it like Polygon is just a side chain? There's Optimism. It's like a roll up. No, it's not a roll up. It's like what do we call it? Optimistic roll up. Yeah. I'm just like interested in like the type of technology that Harmony uses and how secure it is, and if it can actually scale in the coming years.
Fatma, would you like to take that?
I can say Harmony operates the same way as Polygon. It also utilizes roll-ups. By the way, I think mid this year or by the end of this year, it's going to introduce, I hope I won't get so technical, zero knowledge scaling layer. Yeah, so it's a layer 2, you know, Ethereum is layer 1, so Harmony is the layer 2 of, of it.
Okay. Thank you.
How many guys know what's Ethereum? So, no room for questions, but I just want to hear your comments. What do you think? What do you think about the session? Should we have it, and what are you going to do with this information? We're giving you a lot of information. Yeah. Is it true?
What do they think about this? Because we really want to know what you think about all of this. Do you guys know what zero knowledge is? Zero knowledge blew my mind. It's the fact that I can tell you that I know something without telling you that thing. Do you understand the concept behind that? It's incredible. How can I tell you something without telling you that exact thing? For example, when you go to a bar in the United States where you have to show the ID, why should I have to show my ID with my name, my address, my age to someone that is standing in front of the door and then could follow me, right? Why do I need to give all that information? Zero knowledge allows you just to show your ID, and the person will automatically know that you are above 18 without you giving him all that information, for example. And this is a revolution that is coming, and these are the kind of things that you will be able to do with something like blockchain. But like my friend was saying, what do you guys think about all this? It took me a long time to grasp these concepts, to make the shift, to go into this world. But there's a day when you click, you go into it, and then you never head back. I mean, it's incredible the moment you make that step. So I'd like to know the opinion. We'd like to know the opinion of those of you who have already two opinions, perhaps. Maybe the gentleman who knew about zero knowledge and that kind of stuff and all these things, and you're way ahead, right? And you can give us how your click moment was, what made you go into this world, what makes you keep learning about this, and perhaps the opinion of someone who doesn't know what blockchain is until today, and will want to explore, wants to tell us what they think about this meeting that we had here. Does that make sense, George, Fatma? Yeah?
What's your thought about? Yeah.
Could you just? I missed what he wanted me to speak about. Could you just repeat what he wants?
Pardon?
Like I did not get what he wants me or someone else to speak about. Can he?
So there are two levels. Let me just refresh what Ed has said. There are two guys, maybe, there are two types of people here. The guys who have more advanced knowledge, they're talking about even zero knowledge, they're talking about the tokens. We have traders here. And also we have guys at the beginner's level. So we want to hear your opinions for those guys who are more technical advanced, as well as those guys who have this just the first time they have heard about this. And what do you think? What are you going to do, and what should we do on our end, just to maybe to take you to the next step or something?
I got here a bit late, so I don't know exactly the depth of how this whole meeting was about. But I feel like it's a step in the right direction to actually like go to the ground and like make the step to have an introduction, or even like if just familiarize people with this blockchain. Even people who don't have good knowledge of like blockchains and are just interested in starting. I feel like it's a good step. I would just like say that this should go on, but also there should be more like a deep dive, just more than on like the basic concepts. Like we should have like maybe a deep dive on the technology that's behind it, and like for people who are really interested in the technical side to actually know how the blockchain is working, how secure it is, our plans for the future on how to expand it, the ecosystem that it's supporting. Yeah, like that's what I think about. Like,
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, yeah, yes, we'll, maybe also Leland, you can give to him as well. Yeah, just Dixon, just to add on that, in a couple next few weeks, we're also doing a couple trainings, both on the Harmony and Polygon blockchain networks, and both for theirs as well as for the beginners. So at least people will have some maybe foundation for those who want to extend and also maybe build. Then they'll have, they'll get the knowledge and the skills from the trainings.
Hello, everyone. For me, as someone who had interest and as a beginner, I said you were very fair from the beginning, very good actually, from the beginning until someone mentioned something like tokens, and then you jumped, you forgot that it was an introductory phase to us. So you went into finance, and then you forgot that there's this other part of technology, like the Harmony White deals with using it as a bridge to make applications. So, or other stuffs, other cool stuffs that are so very many. And then about the DAOs, I was not very clear on how many people can constitute one DAO. So that at least maybe if it's everyone, or it can be broken down to a smaller unit. Okay, so but generally it was fair. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And the good thing with blockchain is it's quite broad. Again, we can have conversation on each and every element, on each and every, I think, sector, because it has the, it has DeFi. We are talking about NFT art. We are talking about even now the tokens. So it's a very broad, it's a very broad topic and has many, many subtopics. And we wanted to make sure that at least we get a feel of each and every position of the people in attendance. Now, when it comes to DAOs, you need a leadership of about 9 governors. So the 9 governors will be the one now spearheading now the DAO, and then the DAO will have a community, and that's why we're telling you guys to join also our Telegram group. It's called, I think the QR is on the screen. Make sure you scan this so that you can be able to get the updates, and not only for Mombasa but the rest of Africa as well. Okay. One more, maybe for Nick. Yeah, I'd like to hear from someone who is very, very non-technical, fresh, non-technical. And then we close with Nick.
My name is Brian. I just have a comment that when you began telling us about these things, initially you were explaining very well the Web 1, Web 2. But upon reaching that point, you began taking questions of Web 3. So basically, some people like us, we are just like in the dark. So you began answering the questions of what you haven't told us. So as personally, now that I had no knowledge of this, so I'm just like floating. I just hear some new terms, But I think that has raised interest. I think I'll pursue more about the same. But now, the next time, I think, provide the basic information first before we begin taking questions so that people who have no knowledge of anything can be able to understand very well. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you can now give me my T-shirt.
Okay, when I asked, the thing is, he asked something a bit more technical, so I had to answer according to what he had asked. And so if anyone had something that they needed clarity on, you can even ask now. Or you can research more and ask later. Or if you didn't understand anything, you can just point it out. So next time, if there's a training or if there's another meetup, you can say like, please introduce us to these things from the very beginning. Like, so what's this? So the minute you just stopped talking about Web 3, Web 1, Web 2, somebody would have asked, so can you please clarify? I don't mind repeating anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing, because the moment you got lost, you got curious, and then you're going to, learn more. So this was just the first meetup. Of course, we expected a crowd that mixed up, guys who are more technical and guys who are non-technical. But the good thing, at least, is everybody knows blockchain. Everybody knows Harmony. Everybody knows Web 2. And everybody knows Web 3. Who doesn't know Web 2 right now? See, good thing. So, sir, I think I'll give Nick a chance just to make a comment.
Good evening, guys. So I would first thank George and Fatma for the invitation. I know majority of us were green about Harmony. Like myself, I had zero content. But at least I have some concept, even if it wasn't 100%. But it is my prayer and hope that we are going to have more meetings. Even you are invited to Technical University of Mombasa. You come, you educate us. I know we have those technologists and those who like invest more in the technology, like the likes of Engineer Kadengia. I know he's going to learn a lot, and soon he's going to become an investor in this. I also know that we have investors like Samomu here. I have seen how he was smiling throughout the meeting, knowing that at the end of this year he's going to have 150,000 somewhere. So guys, I also want to thank you for coming. I don't have a lot to say. It's just to request that we are going to be in touch, that we are going to benefit, and those who have interest, those who send their details, those who have something, you are going to consider them. Asanteni sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Here's my proposal. What about you guys from a Mombasa Harmony DAO? So through Mombasa Harmony DAO, you'll be able to train people, those people who need to develop, those people who need to invest, those people who need to create NFTs, then everybody will come from there. How many are willing to be part of Mombasa Harmony DAO? Who is going to spearhead that? I'd like a team. I'd like a team so that we can follow it up. Yeah, we have Fatma. Next, we have, remember your name? Samonga. Samonga, come here. Everybody who comes here gets a t-shirt. Yeah. Everybody who comes here gets a t-shirt. Everybody who comes here gets a t-shirt. Who is Lillian?
Who is also going to join the DAO?
The DAO. This is the Mombasa Harmony DAO
Who
right now.
wants to be a governor?
Everybody who comes here gets a t-shirt.
Everybody.
Behind even comes here. Everybody comes, gets a t-shirt. Put on a t-shirt when you come here. Put on a t-shirt when you come here. Come behind us, we take this group photo. So everybody, so here, we can even now, let's spread over here. Guys, is more side, if you can, just put on your t-shirt as well. So we are forming the Mombasa Harmony DAO. Sindo, we are going to do two things. There's going to be the technical part, and there's going to be non-technical. Sindo, tuna's idea, we work both. Yeah, let's put on the t-shirts. And then I feel there's more people. You should come also to this side. It's on this side.
Shake me.
9 people.
We need 9 people.
Now we have 3.
Where are my ladies at?
Yeah, we have the technical guy here. We have 3 ladies. Yeah, she's there. There's this gentleman. Where is Nick? Yeah. Yeah. So after this, we expect a proposal. So it's just not just a matter of meetup. We want you guys to talk to this team, say your concerns, both non-technical. Blockchain. And those guys were more technical. So Fatma expects a balance of both.
Yeah.
What Mombasa wants, it will be through you guys. And then through that, you create a proposal. We unlock funding, and that funding, but you have to have a very solid proposal. We put it on the Harmony, Harmony One network, and then Harmony One network DAOs. So after this, go through the Harmony network, the Harmony site. Go through funding, check the criteria, and then after that, create a proposal. So I put on the t-shirts and then you take a photo.
You'd be in charge of taking the name for Facebook. Nicholas will give you my number.
Maybe sit down, we can... Give a group photo for everybody. Everybody was here. Everybody was here. Everybody was here.
Three, two, one, go. My baby, my treasure, as we might forever. My baby, my treasure, I love you forever.
Somebody come get her, she's dancing like a stripper. Ay. Somebody, she dancing like a stripper. Ay. Somebody come get her, she's dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her, she's feeling all the liquor.
Everybody's trying to steal my boy. Everybody wanna take it home. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause he be home. Everybody wanna steal my boy. Everybody trying to take his heart away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause he be home.
he got 5 stories to tell. See both sides like Chanel. See on both sides like Chanel. Swimming laps through water. Hit it like I'm underwater. Got my tattoos in Shibuya. Police think I'm out the underworld. I see this nigga like he 12. How you looking up to me and talking down?
My strawberry kisses, I could fly